Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine and in good health. Here today we are going to start our English class, and as you can see it's degrees of comparison part 2. In the previous class, that was yesterday's class, you have studied 3 types of degrees of comparison. Now here we were going to do comparison of adjectives and adverbs, right? We are going to use that. Now, first we studied was positive degree, where we were not going to compare a noun with the other noun, right? Next we studied comparative degree, where you compared two nouns, and last was superlative degree, where you compared one noun with all, okay, or two or more nouns you have compared. You have learned the use of as dash as, then faster than, fastest of. Yes, all of these things, usage, everything in detail was explained in yesterday's class. Right? Now open your page number 76 of your textbook, right? And we are going to continue with the chapter. Now, if those things are clear to you about the ER, usage of EST, if all this is clear to you, today's class would be easy for you. So now, let's start. Short adjectives, that is one syllable words, take ER or EST. If they end in E, they take only R and ST. That is, we drop the final E before adding ER and EST. Now students, what is being said over here is, if you have the adjectives with one syllable. Now what is the meaning of one syllable? You have studied syllable, isn't it? One syllable means part of word that contains one vowel, which contains one vowel. Okay, one vowel, one syllable. Two vowel, two syllables. Now one vowel, two vowel means not the letters. We mean in sound. When we pronounce the word, if you get the sound of only one vowel, then it is one syllable. If you get the sound two times of vowel, then it would be two syllable. Now over here see, cold, cold. Only one time you are having O sound over here, right? Now say cheap. Though here E and A both are here, E and A both are vowels, isn't it? So it is not a two syllable word, it's only one syllable. Why? Because when we pronounce cheap, so E sound is coming in, that's only once, right? So that is one syllable. Is it clear or not? Easy topic? Yes. So now it says that when you have one syllable, one vowel sound, okay, then it will take ER and EST with it. If any word is having E at the end, so then you just have to add R or ST. Okay, you don't have to make it double E. Okay, because one E is already there. So remember one thing, when you have one syllable, it will have ER or EST with it. So is this first box clear to you all? Positive degree cold, comparative degree colder, superlative degree coldest. Clear? Next box. Now, if the words end in one vowel plus one consonant, we double the consonant. What is vowel? What is consonant? We know in English speaking class, consonants we have studied and vowel also we have studied, right? So vowels is E, A, E, I, O, U. You have 5 vowels. And what is consonant? All the other letters from A to Z. Okay, which are not vowels, they are called consonants in English. So what is vowel? A, E, I, O, U. Okay, there is no word without vowel. Okay, and what are consonants? the letters other than vowel. Clear? So now it says if you are having vowel consonant, then what you have to do? You have to double the last letter. Okay? It means see, B-I-G, O-T-I-N. Now I is vowel, G is consonant. So it means you have to double the consonant. So we did it double G. Now O is vowel, T is consonant, you doubled the T. I vowel, N consonant, you doubled the consonant. Isn't it? Now see over here. See, both are consonant, L, D. Now over here, A, P. Okay. So in some spellings, we have to see like this, that if the word end in one vowel, it says one vowel, okay? You don't need to have two vowels over here. Now see, cheap, you have two vowels together, E, A. So that is why here double P will not come. Huh? You might have a question in your mind, no? That if here A is a vowel, P is consonant, then why not double P over here in the spelling? But why? Because you have one more E over there. And see over here. H is a consonant, then vowel, then consonant. Okay, so you need to have one vowel and then only you can double. Okay, so remember this. If you have confusion with the spelling, you can make spellings like this. Is it understood? Now next, adjectives of 3 or more syllables take more or most. Now if you have 3 or more syllables, you will take more or most. See, beautiful, beautiful. So E and U, both sounds are coming, right? So 3 consonants. Now popular, pop-u-lar, 3 sounds, right? So that is why it says 3 syllables. Okay, so with 3 or more syllables, we have to write more or most. Comparative more, superlative most. This you have studied in yesterday's class. Okay. Now come to the next box. Adjectives of 2 syllables follow one or other of the above rules. Those which end in Y add ER or EST. The Y changes to I before ending ER or EST. Okay, so even if it is a 2 syllable, the above rule is followed. Okay, so if you have the ending with Y, if you have a word ending with Y, then what you have to do? You have to remove Y, you have to add I instead of Y. What do you have to add? I, and then remaining ER or EST. Is it understood? Next, most other 2 syllable adjectives take more or most. They include words ending in full, less, ing or ed. Now if you have any word with ul, ing, ed, les, with them you cannot add er or est. You cannot add er or est. With such words you have to always use more for comparative, most for superlative. Is it understood? Is it understood? Yes. Now let me move to the next page. Okay, page number 77. Now see on the top. A few adjectives take either er, est or more or most. Now, few adjectives are there who have er or est with them and more or most. They include common, pleasant, quiet, gentle, cruel, polite, simple, narrow. Okay, so these are some words which add more or most, okay, or even er or est. You can use simpler, more simple, most simple. Okay, so there are words which you can use with er, est or more or most. We use the most common one. Okay. Now, a few adjectives and adverbs have irregular comparatives and superlatives. So, till now, what you have studied in adjectives and adverbs? You have studied adding er or est. Am I right? You have studied adding er or est. Now, there are adjectives and adverbs which do not take er or est. which do not take er or est. They have another words for comparative, another word for superlative. Is it understood? And what do we call them? We call them irregular comparatives and superlatives. Okay, this is the very important part, and you should know this. Why you should know this? I should know this so that when that word comes, you don't make it er or est. You need to know the comparative form and the superlative form. Clear? So suppose good. Good is adjective. So what will you make in comparative? Gooder? Goodest. Is it right? No. Okay, adverb well. Weller? Wellest? That's wrong. So what is the comparative word of good and well? It is better. Best is superlative. Now see, bad, badly. Bad is worse and worst. Little, less, least. You don't say littler. Okay. Many, much has more or most that we know. Far has farther, further. Farthest, furthest. Is it understood? Far can be of two types. Farther, further. Farthest, furthest. Okay. So are you clear with irregular comparatives? Okay. So every word you cannot convert into er or est, or you can add more. Okay. More good, most good. That's wrong. Okay. It has another word to show comparison. It has another word to show superlative. Clear? So I hope this irregular word is clear. Now you have some information regarding that over here. Now we use farther or further and farthest or furthest to talk about distance. You know what is the meaning of far? Far means something which is away from you, right? Which is something which is away from you. So we are talking about distance. So yes, farther and farthest is used for distance. Further and furthest, but not farther and furthest can also mean more or additional. Now see, these words, further and furthest, that does not only mean distance. Further can also mean next, okay, or move or additional, something more. Further can also be something more. See, example is given over here. Are there any further questions? I can't work further means और मैं ज़्यादा काम नहीं कर सकता, और ज़्यादा questions है क्या? Something more. Okay, it does not only mean distance, it can also mean something more. Is it understood? Now, next, the following adverbs take er or est. Now, which are the adverbs that take er or est? Fast, hard, late, long, near, early, soon. Now, yesterday we had seen one statement. We have studied one statement at the concluding line. As the concluding line, what was that? It said many adjectives and few adverbs end with er and est in comparative, right, and superlative. And many adverbs and some adjectives have more or most, right? It means there are many adverbs which will have more or most, but there are few adverbs which will have er or est. Okay, so those few are this: fast, hard, early, soon. Okay. Now next, other adverbs take more and most. They are mostly words ending with ly. Now why adverbs have mostly, more and most? Because adverbs किससे बनते हैं? We have studied adverbs हम adjectives से बनाते हैं, और adjectives के बाद हम ly लगाते हैं, तब जाके हमारा adverb बनता है. Am I right or not? Yes. So because it is formed from the adjective, it will take more or most. Is it understood? Okay. So these were some rules that you had to study before doing the exercise. So today we will be doing only first exercise. I will not be doing full. I'll just be doing 3 questions. Because it is easy. Okay, chalo, 4 questions I will be doing. The rest of them you have to do. Okay, because it is very easy. Now look at the question. Look at the table and complete the sentence below using the adjectives given in the bracket. Use the correct form as dash as, er than, or not as dash as. Now what is the meaning of not as dash as? जब हम ओके आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू वन थिंग कि जब हम एज डैश एज लगाते हैं इसका मतलब बोथ आर सेम अगर हम इसके ऊपर नॉट लगा दें ओके आई थिंक यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू सी इट बिकॉज इट्स येलो लेट मी टेक ब्लू as dash as when do you use this when we are talking about something same okay but if you have not as dash as इसका मतलब not same दोनों में कोई difference है is it understood so what you are supposed to use today as dash as er than or not as dash now you know what is er than er than means comparative right so you have to use this okay let me change the color over here you have to use this you have to use this and what else er plus then what is er means adjective के बाद er लगाना है and then लगाना है to show comparison okay so now one box is given to you over here okay there are few names over here can you see Mike David Robert Peter Johnny okay अब उनकी age दी है उनकी height दी है उनका weight दिया है okay now as per the question okay as per the question you have to match and then choose which one will be right clear see the first question Robert is dash Mike अब हम किसको कंपेयर कर रहे हैं इन द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन रॉबर्ट माइक अब क्या कंपेयर करना है दैट इज गिवन टू यू इन द ब्रैकेट दैट इज ओल्ड मीन्स व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ओल्ड वी आर कंपेयरिंग एज ओल्ड का मतलब एज होता है ना सो अब रॉबर्ट की एज देखो और माइक की एज देखो रॉबर्ट कितना है 16 का है माइक कितना है 16 का है बोथ आर सेम so when they are same what you have to use we know we use as so what you have to use now as so Robert is as now dash means you have to add old as Mike clear now next question Johnny is not dash Robert now heavy means weight okay heavy means weight so अब जॉनी और रॉबर्ट का वेट देखो okay किसका वेट देखना है जॉनी एंड रॉबर्ट सो जॉनी का वेट 52 है सॉरी रॉन्ग वन जॉनी का वेट 52 है रॉबर्ट का वेट 54 है राइट सो क्या लिखा है यहाँ पर जॉनी इज नॉट 52 मतलब कम है 52 मतलब कम है अच्छा सॉरी आई थिंक आई एम सीइंग अ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हैवी आई हैव सीन ना सॉरी इट्स एक्चुअली टॉल राइट हाँ डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड इट्स टॉल मीन्स यू हैव टू सी द हाइट जॉनी इज नॉट डैश रॉबर्ट यू हैव टू सी द हाइट तो जॉनी की हाइट है 150 रॉबर्ट की हाइट है 153 मतलब किसकी हाइट ज़्यादा है जॉनी और रॉबर्ट की हाइट ज़्यादा है ना सो क्या बोलोगे आप जॉनी इज़ नॉट दोनों सेम नहीं है सो जॉनी इज नॉट एज टॉल एज ओके नेक्स्ट डेविड इज डैश जॉनी हैवी अब आया अब किसको कंपेयर करना है जॉनी एंड डेविड 53 है जॉनी 52 है किसका ज़्यादा है डेविड का ज़्यादा है ना सो डेविड इज अब ज़्यादा है तो हम क्या करेंगे सेम नहीं है सेम होते तो हम एज यूज़ करते सो हम ये यूज़ नहीं कर सकते अब दोनों सेम नहीं है राइट लेकिन यहाँ पे नॉट लिखा है उन्होंने नॉट नहीं लिखा है सो हम ये भी नहीं लिख सकते सो नाउ वी आर कंपेयरिंग द हाइट ऑफ डेविड सो वी आर गोइंग टू यूज़ दिस सो heavier will become heavier so answer is I'm writing over here I don't have space okay H-E-A-V-I-E-R, heavier. Okay, so these are the answers for the 3 questions. Okay, now next. Mike is dash Peter tall. अब माइक की हाइट कितनी है 152. पीटर की हाइट कितनी है 152. बोथ आर सेम. Both are same. So Mike is as tall as. Okay. Now rest of the questions you have to do it by yourself. Okay. The rest of the questions you have to do it by yourself. I hope today's class is clear to you all. See you soon with the next video, next part of the chapter.